You are no longer getting Social Security.
No, the Ponzi scheme continues.
Right. It's still going on. We're still bringing the money in. Coming up at 7:49, we'll talk with Mark Stein. Yeah, the undocumented Mark Stein is now out. So, anyway, the president was voting on Monday, 43rd and Cottage Grove, and you saw that. The photo op. It was great, and he's standing there voting, and there's this guy Mike Jones, and this woman Aya Cooper, Mike Jones's girlfriend. They're there to vote, and as Mike Jones walks past the president's voting booth, he says to the president, "Well, what did you say to the president, Mr. Jones?"
I said, "I know you're the president, but don't touch my girlfriend."
Good grief.
Did you say good grief at the time?
I was like, please, just don't mind him. Please, whatever you do, don't mind this
No,
man.
but I mean, was the president kind of eyeing? Is that what was going on?
No, not at all. He was actually very much into his ballot. But as we walked in, obviously, like you said, the photo op, it was complete silence in the room. And I understood it was a once-in-a-lifetime type of opportunity, but it was just so quiet. And she knows me. I can't stand something like that. If you give me the opportunity to say something or do something to kind of put her on Front Street or embarrass her, then I was going to do it. So if she's standing right next to the President of the United States, of course I had to go ahead and
I love it.
Don't touch my girl. And then 20 Secret Service agents
tackled him.
No, they were busy with prostitutes. But then they said, "Hey, we better pay attention to this."
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you also tell him, Mr. President, you can only vote once?
Tell me, am I as tall as the president? I just want to know. You met him personally.
Yeah.
So he took it as a joke, right?
Yeah, he definitely did. He chuckled and then proceeded to kind of have a little conversation with her, which is pretty much all I wanted. I knew she was not going to say anything to him, even though she was standing directly next to him. So I just felt like, maybe if I said something.
You didn't talk to him. I'm sorry.
Well,
you didn't talk to him.
you were probably afraid because Michelle was right there.
No, Michelle was nowhere around. But yeah, I probably didn't want to say anything. I don't want to get on her bad side.
Yeah,
did
there
he
you
ask
go.
for your phone number?
No.
He doesn't need to ask. NSA has it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No, none of that. He was actually a really great guy. I mean, after Mike said what he said, he was like, "Oh, you gonna run back to your friends and tell them everything? This man is a fool." Yeah, Mike is a fool. So I mean, that was nothing new. But...
Now, did you guys early vote just because you knew the president was going to be there? And no, this was just your standard operating procedure.
Yeah. Well, this is my first year to be able to vote back. I just moved back to the state last year.
Oh, okay.
So
you don't have to be a resident.
No, right. You voted.
I mean,
before.
anybody can vote here for any reason all the time. There's no rules.
So yeah, it was. We actually both took off that morning because we just said we needed a little bit more time. And she got me up and said, "Hey, let's go vote. It's early voting, and we wanted the opportunity to do it later." We didn't even know the president was going to be there. So we walked, down the street. It's literally 2 blocks away from the house. And we walked in, and when we saw metal detectors and Secret Service, we said, "Oh, something's going on." And that's when we kind of put 2 and 2 together and said the president might be here. But we had no idea that he'd be in the room at the same time.
But what gave you the presence of mind to show the chutzpah, pardon me for using a word, community. Front Street and chutzpah, that's the lingo that I use. To say that to the President of the United States, man.
I'm pretty sure that, just understanding how he acts and his personality, he was going to share it in the laugh. He took it very well. And,
you wouldn't do that with Joe Biden.
Probably not.
Yeah, he wouldn't get the joke. Did the president try and sing any Al Green to you?
No, I think the kiss on the cheek was enough. So,
Which cheek?
Right.
Because Dan Proft actually likes you, and he wanted and we want to hear. Can you recreate it? Don't touch my girlfriend to Dan Proft. Go ahead, say
right.
That.
Yes.
You'll get a big
do you have the picture? Did you get a picture of the?
No, but it's all.